The Seke accident that recently happened in Zimbabwe in a place called under Chitungwiza municipality, obviously, was vaguely held by the government to the alarm of many people. Cranes have to be outsourced from private individuals instead of government actually responding, and the questions were asked on whether the government of the day does it have capacity or capabilities to actually deal with accident, especially of the nature of the one that took place in Seke. Guess what? Instead of the local government conceding what was witnessed by the people, what he has done, he has defended his government and in fact decided to throw under the bus the local municipality. Why the local municipality? Because it is led by the opposition. So he is playing a political card instead of acknowledging that there was indeed, even if he is to blame the local municipality. The local municipality may not have responded well because also of the economic climate that is currently the order of the day within the nation. So he has actually said his government was clean. What made them to delay and actually downplaying the issue of not having the cranes on site to assist. The accident took hours, by the way. So, and it is the accident that was immediately reported by the state media. So you know that when the state media makes a report, that thing has been cleared by the government itself. So it is actually lying that the government may, there was late report and he went technical. He was now defensive technical, saying it also, the availability of cranes depends on the nature of the report that was made. In fact, let me quote him what he said to the media. He said, the issue of in terms of time taken is subject to the time that the accident is reported to the responsible authority, in this case the Civil Protection Department. We cannot say the ministry failed to respond timeously. It depends on the time when the accident was reported. I will have to find out the time that was taken to receive the response and the time we went to the site. You see, this is a very, very stupid minister. How many days has this accident actually taken place? So he hasn't, in fact, he knows that, the people have issues with the way the accident was handled. How then does he come after how many days? People are dead already. I'm sure some of them they buried. Some of them maybe are yet to be buried. But it's an accident that happened some days ago. He should have all the details. In his fingertips by today. But guess what? He is yet to research, which means he's a minister that doesn't care. He's a minister that doesn't understand his job. Anyway, we understand why some of these ministers are very, very incompetent, because they are appointed to do slogans. They are appointed to do 2030 slogans, nothing else, nothing more than that. If he's able to do 2030 slogans and actually say the president will actually continue as the president up to 2030, that guarantees him his job other than performance. And he went on to say the issue of cranes, on the cranes. Let's hear him what he says about the availability, because there were no cranes. He says the issue of having cranes on site also depends on how the accident was reported. You see, this is a very, very lame excuse given by, anyway, it is expected. What do you expect from Daniel Garwe? He said, maybe people just reported that there was an accident. He's saying maybe. How can you make a public statement and say maybe as an authority? As a government authority, how do you make such a statement? This is so stupid. The minister, after days of the accident having happened, an accident that was declared as is separating local authority from the Ministry of Local Government somehow. Yes, it's very, very myopic. It's someone who is actually trying to run away from responsibility and embarrassment, thinking that all of us, we are stupid. How do you separate even the two? I mean, it's the accident that was seen on these days. There is social media. Do you have to wait for social media for technical reports, especially when there is an accident? Okay, thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that